Chase race number 7 here in the Gatorade Cup Series, season number 12, heads to the Superspeedway in Pensacola, Florida. This is the Can-Am 500. Can anyone try and close in on the 44 of Georgia Sotomu's points lead? The 01 of Colton Yule, one of our chasers, on pole for today's race. Beside him in second, another chaser, Keyshawn Richardson, in the 29. In third place, chaser Roman Fenway. Fourth place, it's Riley Sampson. And running out the top 5, points leader Georgia Sotomu, 10-point advantage over second in the points. Then in 6th place, we have Conrad Evans. In 7th, it's Baby Ruiz. Jeff Brett the 5 in 8th. 9th place for Sebastian Kukulon. And rounding out the top 10, chaser Trey Rainey, 1 year back in his rookie season, season number 4. Back behind him, TJ Hanley 21 and 2's inside the 77 of Ronan Curtis. Then there's the 12 of Derek Campbell and the 00 of Colin Teague. Then we have Jonathan B for the 99 and the 10 of Griffin Lynn, along with Landon Lyons and Keegan Thompson in the 20 car. Then there's Cole Luigi and Marshall Burrow, the 07, along with the 1 of Max Anderson and the 41 of Tommy Fletcher Jr. Then we have Evan Hunter second in the points and 2's outside the 15 of Jose Mills, along with the 8 of Anthony Hernandez and the 45 of William Seaman. Then there's Levi Shones the 7 and the 11 of Jake Galloway, along with Noggin Scott the 48, teammate Eli Bright down to his inside. Their other teammate, Diego Pez the 88, just behind them, and Riley Spurgeon down to his inside. And then there's Carter Friesen the 6 and the 78 of Jade Jefferson, along with Scott Upton and the 9 of Michael Gregory. Luke Rainey, much success here at this racetrack, Anthony Fox to his inside. Then there's Zachary DeLello and Antonin Charlebois, and rounding out the field, Max Rossi 83, and back of the field, the 22 car of Jay Brando, one of our chasers. So 3 chasers start at the front, 1 starts at the back. 26 laps here in the Can-Am 500 at Pensacola. Let's go on trackside for the most famous words in motorsports.
Race fans, get on your feet! Drivers, start your engines!
Command here, just do your deal.
42 engines crank up here at the Pensacola National Speedway for Pack Racing 3 and 4 racing here in Chase race number 7. After today's race, only 3 racers remain to crown a champion. Entering this race, Georgia Sotomu, a 10-point gap over second in points, Evan Hunter, and then a good ways back to Trey Rainey and TJ Hanley. Trey Rainey enters the day, looks like 17 points back. TJ Hanley, 18 points back. And even down below them, the 10 of Griffin Lynn, 21 points back. It would have to be a huge point swing for many of the drivers to have shots at championships. Can any of those chasers win to try and catch up to the 44 who starts inside the top 5 here today? 4 of the top 5 starters are chasers. It might not end like that, though, in this crazy wild card race in the chase. 26 laps. Yo, Richardson front row. They take the green flag, and we're racing in chase race number 7 here at Pensacola. Colton Yule with a great start to this race. He gets out in front and will lead the first lap from pole position. Won the Target Series race here yesterday, so looking for, you would call it the sweep here at Pensacola, winning the Target race in both the Gatorade Cup Series race and looking to try and get there into points contention. Baby Ruiz 47 moved to second, 40 Kukulon to third. The pack starts to get up to speed now. Gatorade Cup Series engineers went to try and figure out a solution to the package here at Pensacola. Speeds were reaching upwards of 220 miles an hour. They've looked to slow the cars down just a little bit to try and help teams with any issues they have in the cars mechanically or in terms of tires. Obviously, tires take a tremendous load once you're going speeds upwards of 220 miles an hour. So engineers have tried to slow these cars down just a little bit, not too much. Now they're down around the 210, 215 range when you're back in the draft. As Colton Yo lead the second lap here in the Can-Am 500. Bibby Rose right now in second. Griffin is looking to get to the inside, but get forced in the middle by the 20 of Keegan Thompson. But looks like Lynn almost had it clear, but Keegan does force the nose to the inside. They're 3 wide for third position as the front two break away, Yo and Ruiz. Evan Hunter already making gains so far in this race, currently going for 5th on the 10 of Lynn, but now that progress halted by the 8 of Anthony Hernandez. Thompson going to get clear in 3rd position, Burrow clear in 4th. 5th place is now 3 wide. Here comes Hernandez to the bottom. Behind him, the 24 of Eli Bright, the 9 of Michael Gregory, Max Rossi, Carter Friesen, and Jay Rando. All on the inside as Thompson will move to second by Baby Rose. Got the great run to get by. And now as Thompson have a run for Colton Yo as they race off turn 4. Looking down to the inside, gets back up into the draft. Knows he doesn't have a run. He needs to get a run with the draft and try and hold the 07 others back behind him to make that run through turns 1 and 2 or off 2 and down the backstretch. Hernandez looking to get there on the 20 of Thompson, and does. I'm surprised Thompson let him there. I don't think the 8 had the position, but Thompson kind of moved up there to give him the room, and now it's going to be a DEI 1-2 as Yo leads. Hernandez right now in second. Eli Bright, the 24, looking to try and break that teamwork up. That's halted by Max Rossi. So now teammates right at the front. Yo, then Hernandez. A little bit of 4 right back there, but keeping it calm. They might be 5 wide. That's not calm. Way up to the top goes Derek Campbell. Right behind that, Trey Rainey, and points to their Georgius Otomu. That's not what they want to see in their quest for the championship. They'll soar back to 4 wide as they come off turn number 4. Back to the front of the field, which is led by Colton Yo. The battle for second. 3 wide to the bottom goes Jay Randall. Started last in this race. It took him 4 laps to move from last up to 4th. Scott Upton, 19 with them, 28 Riley Sparrow to 16 of Zachary DeLello, and 5 Jeff Wright also moving on the inside lane. Randall with a slight run off turn 2, but does he have the help to go with to try and get by the 01 of Yo, who's led every single lap so far from pole position here in the Can-Am 500 at Pensacola. Upton for second on Rando down the backstretch. And all this battle for second just stalls these drivers out and allows Yo to just hang out there at the front of the field. 3 wide behind the battle for second. Jeff Bright to the bottom of the 5 car, put DeLello in the middle. Colucci with the 5, along with Evan Hunter, who's found his way back on the inside. 43 starting to make some progress, as we do have a car coming down pit road. That's the 77. So issues there to one of our drivers at the front of the field, Ronan Curtis to pit road, and that will now split the pack up. Some drivers have to check up. Now this second group is in catch-up mode. Yeah, from Levi Schoen's on back, these drivers have to get single file now to try and catch up to the front 15. 15 broken away. The rest of the pack now trying to get caught back up as that is slow because the 77 Curtis had to hit pit road. So still issues to these race cars as they're coming around to complete the 6th lap. It's been all Colton Yo. Colucci 42 down to the inside for second. He'll try to get by Scott Upton. Here comes Evan Hunter 43. He'll move up to 4th, and right now the second highest chaser, Riley Spurgeon, Eli Bright, Keegan Thompson just behind him. Hunter needing every point he can get. He wants to get up there and pass Yo and then win the race for himself, because now Sotomo is back in that second pack, who is now trying to charge with a little bit more draft. And they have more cars overall, so this should work out for them. We'll just have to see how it works out in the long run. Still Colton Yo leading the way. Here's this second pack trying to run those drivers down. We'll have to see what their laps are in comparison to the drivers in front. They might have just some slight draft here off of the pack in front, but now them trying to go side by side is not what they need to do. Levi Schoens needs to know, and he's a veteran. I'm surprised he tried to make the pass there. He needs to know staying single file is their best chance to get up there and get to those front 15. And the sooner they do it, the better it is for all of them. Luigi maintaining in second, Keegan Thompson down to third, Max Rossi to fourth, and Jay Jefferson for fifth in the 78 car. As the second pack is already running the first down with that draft. They are catching at a colossal rate. Ruiz will get downline in front of Schoens. The help from Luke Rain to get him clear right there. As we are catching, it looks like that's the 77 Ronan Curtis. So Thompson will move to second off of Colucci. There's Ronan Curtis, about 10 miles an hour off the pace because having to come up here, he's lost the draft. Once he gets in the draft, he'll be up to pace again. But once he's not in that draft, he is slower. They had a run there, Thompson and Rossi did, but Rossi took it to the inside of Keegan right there. I'm very shocked he did that. If he was staying line, they would have easily gotten by the 0-1. Now, Yo will get inside of Curtis to get around. Now that gives him a buffer. He's gotten away a little right there. They're side-by-side, 3 wide now, splitting the lap car in the middle. That's Ronan Curtis, and this definitely gets that second pack there. There's Ruiz, there's Luke, Rainey, Williamson, and all the others. They have now caught. They are now in the first pack. And it looks like all 41 cars still have a shot if Jake Gowan can get caught. Jonathan Beeford's lost a draft in the 99 car. So Yo continues to lead by a larger margin now. Rossi in second, trying to run him down. 3 wide back behind comes the 8 of Anthony Hernandez as the second pack is now caught back up. They're trying to get up now to the front 5, front 10. Rossi to the back bumper of Colton Yo, the closest someone's been in a while. But now the 8 has a run off turn number 2. Does he take it to the inside? He does. Here comes Hernandez for the second position down the backstretch. That will stall that battle out and allow the 0-1 to keep the race lead. Colton Yo, the chaser, still on frames led every single lap from pole position so far in the Can-Am 500. Rossi going to maintain in second. The 8 didn't have the help to make that move work. We'll see now. They got lined up again. Can they try and form a lane around this 0-1? I doubt the 8 would want to help the 83 get by his teammate. And you can see already he's going to pull out to the inside. But once again, not much help for the 8 car. Upton staying high. Burrow's going to break to the bottom. Here comes the lap car. Ronan Curtis through right to the bottom. Curtis inside the 77, but once again, there's a lap car. Here comes Zachary DeLello. Luke Rainey, who was back in that secondary pack, is caught back up. Now up inside the front 10. Just behind him, 2 cars back, is his teammate Derek Campbell is not in the chase. And Luke Rainey has had a very, very bad chase. Only 19 points. Sotomo has 63. Basically out of championship contention. Luke just looking for wins to end the season out on a high note. He's slicing and dicing up through the field, taking any run he can to the inside 3 wide. He'll move inside the front 5. This time by here in the Can-Am 500 up to third for the 2 Luke Rainey. Looking for second now on Anthony Hernandez. The lap car Curtis just in front of him is a teammate. Yes, if he can push that 77 up to the 0-1, that might help to try and form a pass here. But he's going to take it to the inside of his lap car teammate. And Seaman will take it even lower, the 45. 10 laps down here in the Can-Am 500. So far, it's been the same song. Colton Yo out in front in the 0-1, dominating right now here at Pensacola. Seaman right now second, but not second on the racetrack. Second position-wise, third on the racetrack. Ronan Curtis in front of him. The 77 is 1 lap down. Conrad Evans will move up to P3. Here comes the 7, Levi Shones in our points there. Sotomo back on the inside as Seaman now trying to break by the lap car of Ronan Curtis, but has no help to go with them. To the outside goes Conrad Evans. To the inside, the 45. Luke Green going to try and get up there and help that 45 to get by the lap car. Yeah, the best thing they could do right now is shuffle that lap car out to make sure they have really no interference, so they can just make it a lead lap car upon lead lap car battle. 11 laps down, and it's still Colton Yo out front. Can the pole sitter win this race? Seaman trying to get by this 77. And Sotomu, 5th right now as they run, and would extend that points lead. Driver the 44 hoping it ends this way. Just behind him, 48 9 against Scott. Sotomo to the inside of Luke Rainey. Right there, that would be second highest chaser points. And he'll take them away in turns 3 and 4. Sotomo now second highest chaser, third in position-wise. In front of him, Seaman on chaser, and Colton Yo, the leader, is a chaser. Here comes 48 9 against Scott. 1 Max Anderson, 17 Roman Fenway coming back to the front. Sotomo for second now, breaking low on the 45. Scott will go with the 44. Now he'll take it 3 wide to the bottom. Here comes 9 against Scott. Max Anderson, the 1 with them, 4 wide to the corner for TJ Hanley. Hanley making the bold moves in the 21. He needs a miracle to get back up in the chase contention. Same with the 18 at Trevor, and he's just a few cars behind him. Scott to second off turn 2. Max Anderson to third. Sotomo now in the middle lane, dropping back in the 44. Hanley down low on Anderson. Where does Keegan Thompson, the 20, go? He'll look lower on TJ. Racing off to turns 3 and 4. They're 3 wide for third. The front 2 get away. And JGR comes up on the inside. Thompson, the push from teammate Trey Rainey. Trey won here back in season 4. And then won again in the Target Series. Halfway this time by in the Can-Am 500 at Pensacola. Colton Yo will lack up the most laps led right here. He'll lead 13 of the 26 laps. Every single one run so far. Do the JGR boys have a say entering turn 1? They're trying to look inside the 0-1. They stayed committed for now. Can Trey Rainey push Keegan Thompson by the 0-1 of Colton Yo? It's in Trey's best interest to help that 20 car right there. Keegan's had a few times where he's gotten to the back of the race leader, but got shoved out both times. We'll see if he gets some help this time. His teammate up to his back bumper, trying to stay with him as long as he can, but then pulls low at the last instant. Right when they have run going, Trey takes it to the inside and hurts his teammate. If he would have just stayed in line, I think they would have had a shot into turns 3 and 4. And now they're too wide again. That's only slowing them down. And Colton Yo is sent pretty and loving it. Coming off the corner to lead his 14th lap. He entered this race a far distance behind Satomu in terms of the points. 3 wide for a second comes the 31 of Riley Sampson. Hanley now up top 4 wide. Just on the inside, Fox, Galway, Eli Bright. But that 3 wide for a second. Look at the gap Colton Yo has pulled with it. A few car lengths up as they're now 3 by 3, even 4 wide inside the front 5. Fox to the inside, Jake Galway the 11. Here comes Eli Bright the 24 as well. 4 wide. Trey trying to clear it in the 18. He got a nice run but can't get clear. Now I'll be interested to see how does this run form. Because Yo got out there to a huge lead. They're now running him down the draft. How will this run form off turn 4? Can they do anything with it? This is the best run they've had onto that 0-1 all day long. Fox going to look to the inside, but Jake Galway's going to ruin it. Can Fox try inside draft? He can't. Yo with the power move to stay clear, and Galway may have messed it up. He may have made the move too soon. He had the run. He knew he could take it 3 wide, but he didn't let Fox get underneath the 0-1 before he made that move. And Yo was sweating bullets on that one, but he'll shake that one off and continue with the race lead. Galway in second now, Lynn in third. Lynn will pull out on Galway for second. Lyons will go with. Here comes Keyshawn Richardson. He's thwarted by Code Luigi, the 482 down low 3 wide. 00 Colin Teague, 19 Scott Upton, 47 Bibby Ruiz, 15 Jose Mills, all coming on the inside, but they'll have to find a way around this 0-1 of Colton Yo, coming around to the final 10 laps, 30 miles here in the Can-Am 500. It's been a unique one here, Pensacola for sure. Can Yo hold on? Can someone find a way? Like Griffin Lynn, who is up there in points and might need a win. Yo definitely needs one, but Lynn is a lot closer. And they've lost ground against the 0-1. I don't know if that's Lynn backing up to try and get a run, if that's just the 0-1 strength right now out in front. They're catching the 99 Jonathan Beaver. He's a good distance up the road, but don't count out catching him at some point. Luigi Lowe now for the second position. Colin Teague will go high with Griffin Lynn. To the bottom, Scott Upton with the 42. Bibby Ruiz, 47, coming with a run. 15, Jose Mills, and here comes the points. They're back to the front. Sotomu back in it. But still very early, as we have one coming down pit road at the back of the field. Don't know who that was. I'll have to get an update here. Down pit road is the 8th of Anthony Hernandez, so a driver who's been very aggressive in this race with making moves. He's now down pit road with issues on the 8 car. But currently the points leader runs up inside the front 5. Sotomu to 5th. Where's Evan Hunter, who came in 10 back? Hunter stuck in the middle still, looking for a way out in the 43. He needs to get out. Mills low. That's for second, though. Upton can't make the move before the 15 makes it. Now, Yo entered this day with 36 points. Sotomu entered with 63. Now, Sotomu on the outside. Yo still leads in the 0-1 car. Colton Yo is behind by 27 points. The most he can gain at this point would be 14 if he wins this race and if Sotomu finishes last of the chasers, which is certainly possible. 8 laps remain. For anyone to find out around this 0-1, the 8th of Hernandez on the apron will come off pit road, and then just in front of him will be Jonathan Beeford without draft. Will we catch the 8 as he's getting up to speed? We will. How will that impact it? Because 2 of his teammates ride first and second. Yo and Mills. Here comes the 5 of Jeff Bright with a run to the inside for a second position. We'll see how the 8 of Hernandez impacts this and where he goes. Bright to second with a run now to the inside of Yo. The first challenge Yo's had all day long. Can Jeff clear before they catch the 8 car? Jeff Bright is clear. No one went with the 0-1. First lead change of the day. Jeff Bright's out front now, the Can-Am 500. Coming around to 7 laps to go. Now Yo playing offense for the first time. Carter freezing the 6, looks low. Marshall Burrow, the 07, takes it 3 wide. Now, is it going to start a different cycle, or can the 5 maintain like the 01 did? 7 laps to go. Jeff Bright out in front for the 5. The first lead change of the day. Burrow right now in 2nd. Rossi in 3rd. Lyons in 4th. Now new life formed in the pack. Yo is on the outside 3 with no chance to get down. Rossi for 2nd in the 83. Jeff Bright looking for another Gatorade Cup Series win. They're catching 2 lap cars that have dropped off of the draft. Where did lap cars go? Where did the race leaders go? Hernandez looks around the outside of the 99. It looks like Buford might be just slower because of some sort of issue on that 99 car. Jeff Bright will go around the outside. No! Buford almost hit him. Buford barely gets away from the 5. A few get away, but now Buford holding up much of the pack back behind the front 3. Lyons gonna try and go around the outside, but something might be wrong with the 99. 3 break away. Jeff Bright, Max Rossi, and Marshall Burrow. The rest of the pack might not have a chance to run them down. This is 6 laps to go. The 8 has clinched on. They have to try and shuffle this 99 out. I don't think Tommy Fletcher Jr. knows that. Oh man, if there was some communication there, they could have shuffled that 99 out. I think Buford was just slower overall. But now he's trying to get back up to speed, but still the front 4 pulled away from that 99 and the rest of the pack. Burrow to 2nd, just got by Max Rossi. The 8 Hernandez is a lap car member. They're coming around to 5 to go are the race leaders. Does Thompson, is he able to shuffle the 99? Looks like he's trying to right there. He knows that 99's lap car is just a bit slower. Now, this 2nd pack will have a nice run. 5 laps to go in Pensacola. At the front of the field, the lap car for Hernandez is bound to the inside of 2 lead lap cars, allowing Jeff Bright to maintain the gap. Where is Satomo at? There he is on the inside lane. Just 2 cars behind him is Evan Hunter. This could be a game of who has timed it right. Down the back stretch, the lap car, the 8 of Hernandez looks to pull out in the 5 of Jeff Bright. Remember, he's a lap car. He can't battle for this win. That's going to allow the lead lap cars to filter through Max Rossi and Tommy Fletcher Jr. Rossi through to the front. Fletcher Jr. through to 2nd. The 2nd lead change comes in the forms of Max Rossi getting help from the lap car of Hernandez. Coming back. 4 to go. Fletcher Jr. inside, 3 wide. Satomu still on the inside. Hunter a few more cars behind now in the 43. Fletcher Jr. to the front. There's Satomu. 1 car behind him is TJ Hanley, who really wants to shuffle that 44 out. Yeah, they do not want to see that 44 get out front. Satomu looking low. Does Hanley look low on the 44? He does. He'll shuffle Satomu to the top. Colin Teague wants to lead in the 0-0. 3 to go at the stripe. Colin Teague. He'll be out front. Hanley. Now to 2nd. Does he time it right? Does Hunter time it right to get the win maybe? Or does someone else have it timed right? Coming around to 3 laps to go. Satomu. How far back does he fall? And can he ever find a way back down in line? 3 laps remain in the Can-Am 500. Hanley for the race lead. Looking for those points. But Mills goes lower in the 15. That's 3 wide for the race lead. Lyons will go low. Satomu going to shoot the middle in the 44. He knows now it's just a game of trying to hold on to everything he has. He can't just cycle back around in time. He has to try and find a way back down to the bottom. So going to the middle is the best way to do that. Off 2. Lyons trying to protect the bottom off of Evan Hunter. The 43 looks low. For 2nd, another DEI car leads. That's Jose Mills. And the dominator of the day, Yo's led the most laps, stuck in the middle with nowhere to go. Coming back to 2 to go this time by. Satomu's still in the middle. Hunter now to 2nd though. With a nice run off turn 4. Does Gregory go with them if he makes the move? I think he does make it. The question is, does he have the help with him? He'll move low. 2nd in points, Hunter. Looking to get to the points lead. 2 laps to go. He has help with him. That's Roman Fenway. Fenway cannot let Hunter win it, but it would be better if the 43 wins it instead of the 44. Sampson came down barrel that slowed up part of the pack. These cars don't have a shot to win it. Same with Eli Bright. This pack still does. Satomu's still in the middle. Fenway, a chaser behind Chaser Hunter. Fenway banned by non-chaser teammate DeLello. And Trey Rainey's coming back up in the 18. This could be his chance at a championship. White flag will be displayed this time by DeLello is low on Hunter. So now Evans in the middle. Does he ever get shuffled high and then the 44 pass him? Here they come off turn 4 for the final time. The white flag is waving. One last time around Pensacola. Trey Rain looking to end it where he started it. Last lap underway. Trey Rainey is low on DeLello in turns 1 and 2. He won here back in his rookie season. Now in his final season, can he win to try and have a shot at the championship? Trey Rainey out in front of the last lap, but is it too soon? Remember, Curtis, the 77, is a lap car. Down the back, he pulls on Keyshawn Richardson. Can Keyshawn find a way around? He can't. Curtis is down to his inside. The final time through turns 3 and 4. Trey Rainey, the 18, leads the way. The lap car is the 77. Trey is out front. Curtis is the lap car. Trey protects off him. He started with a win at Pensacola. He may end it with a win at Pensacola. Trey Rainey wins the Can-Am 500 here at Pensacola. Well, isn't that a way to go out? He won here back in his rookie season. He wins here in his final season. Trey Rainey gets it done. And the Can-Am 500 and Chase Hopes have been refired under that 18 crew as they've won a chase race. They've won a points race here in Trey Rainey's final season. Let's go see the finishing results. Now the points are affected. There is new life for many drivers after chase race number 7 here, the Can-Am 500 at Pensacola. No caution flags today in this race. 6 lead changes, 7 different drivers saw the lead, and the one out front just at the right time. Trey Rainey, 1 year back in his rookie season, gets it done in his final season at the same racetrack in the same race. He wins and moves up to second in points, 7 back of the points lead. It has gotten very tight entering these final 3 races. Max Anderson ends up in second here today. Keyshawn Richardson, the next highest chaser, in third. Jake Galway in fourth, and Zachary DeLello rounds out the top 5. Then Griffin Lynn gets a 6th place, Jay Jefferson in 7th, Conrad Evans, Roman Fenway, and Jeff Bright round out the top 10. Randall started last in this race, he gets 11th, Evan Hunter got 14th, Anson and Charles 15th, Georgia Sotomu in 17th, Colton Yo led the first 18 laps uncontested here in this race from pole position, but loses out, doesn't lead the final 8, the most important ones of the day. TJ Hanley ends up in 19th. How crazy of a day it was for chasers. 10 of the 12 chasers finished inside the top 19. That means only 9 non-chasers up inside the top 19. We had 10 chasers in the top 19 positions. Trey Rainey, Keyshawn Richardson, Griffin Lynn, Roman Fenway, Jay Rando, Evan Hunter, Anson and Charles Bois, Georgia Sotomu, Colton Yo, TJ Hanley. To make that stat even crazier, 21st place was Anthony Fox. We had 11 chasers finished inside the top 21 positions here today. A track which normally sees a ton of shuffling, a ton of different drivers up at the front. 11 chasers. 11 of our 12 chasers finished in the top 21. And for Evan Hunter, you may think, okay, he finished 14th. Sotomo got 17th. That's not a big gain, maybe a point. Hunter actually gains 2 points because Anson and Charles finished in between them. And for Sotomo, 17th place. Normally that would be maybe 7 points. For Sotomo, only gets 5 because of how many chasers finished that well here today at Pensacola. Luke Rainey, the unfortunate lowest chaser here today. He got stuck behind whoever, I think it was Riley Sampson, had to pit there at the end of the race. So the two got stuck behind that and was in that second pack and could never gain. I believe the second pack started with Scott Upton. So the top 28 were in that lead pack. The 29th on down were in that secondary pack at the end, which had no shot whatsoever. And Luke Rainey was the unfortunate only chaser. Just continues the battle he's had this chase. Only 20 points scored through the first 7 chase races. The cars that had issues here today were Riley Sampson, Ronan Kurz, Anthony Hernandez, and Jonathan Beeford. So still more work to be done for these Gatorade Cup Series engineers if they want to try and fix this problem. At the right side are the point standings entering the final 3 races. It is still the 44 Georgia Sotomu on top. However, Trey Rainey has closed it to a 7-point gap. Hunter has closed it to an 8-point gap. Those drivers within 1 race of the points lead. Griffin also closed in the 10 car. Closed in by, I believe it was 5 points here today. He's now 16 points back, so still a lot of work to be done, but still very, very possible for the driver of the 10. Just behind them, TJ Hanley and Roman Fenway. They both need 20 more points. Keyshawn Richardson, 23 points back. Anson and Charles, 25 points back. Very unlikely for many of those drivers, but we'll have to see how these final 3 races play out. If Sotomo, Trey Rainey, and Evan Hunter, all 3 of them have bad days, could open the door for Lynn, Hanley, Fenway, and maybe even Keyshawn Richardson to get up there and make it 5, 6, 7 cars with a shot at the championship. These final 3 races are going to be very, very insane to crown a Gatorade Cup Series champion. Look forward to the next one. We're heading out west to the Auto Club Speedway for the Sony 500. I'll see you guys then.